It is Dr. Jody Firebaugh. Welcome back to the social media marketing little vignette videos we're doing. And what we're doing is we want to put your social media marketing on steroids. And what we're going is the psychology of social media, the 7 A's. And on this particular video, what we're going to do is we're going to go over the second A. Now, understand something. Over the last 3.5 years, I've been studying the psychology of social media and why are people into it and what their goals and reasons are, what they've been looking for, and many other focuses, just for myself, but also as being a marketer. You know something, during this research time, I found some amazing things. And today what we're doing is we're going over the 7 psychological A's of social media. This is part 3, and the second A is attention. The first A, if you've watched that video, is acknowledge. The second A is attention, to gain attention. Many people want to create and gain some format of attention once they've been acknowledged. People once acknowledged, understand this. Many people desire some form of attention as simple as responding to a follow on Twitter, because on Twitter people follow you. And that is simply an acknowledgement of the fact that maybe you're following them. And by the way, if you don't know about this, go to tweetlater, TweetLater.com, tweetlater.com, and it will allow you to automate the follow process. And everybody that follows you, you will automatically follow and send them a thank you note or an email. So understand, to gain attention, it can be as simple as responding to a follow on Twitter, or maybe a post on a blog. Maybe they've written that you've commented on. That's how that you can gain somebody's attention, giving them attention, if you will, is simply to acknowledge. I was on about 8 blogs today simply saying kudos, bravo, I've learned a lot. I wanted mainly to understand that they got my attention. Or maybe even new friends on Facebook or MySpace or Orkut or whatever social networking site you use. Or you may use a niche social networking site like Active Rain. But whatever it is you're using, many people need to get the attention of people to think and to understand it's a psychological aspect that at least they know that they have been quote-unquote noticed. I mean, it's pretty simple. Whether it's follow on Twitter, post on a blog, or friends on Facebook. It's to the point. But when attention is given to someone beyond maybe, say, a hello, it really does make a lot of potential conversation down the road, folks. And if you're a marketer, and this is purely for the social media marketers out there, if you're a marketer like I am on social media and online marketer, conversation is critical in the social media zone. And see, that's why that in order to converse with people and in order to hold a conversation with people, as Chris Brogan calls them cafe conversations, we call them capsule conversations. But whether it's a critical, whether you're an online marketer or regular marketer, folks, you've got to gain the conversation attention in the social media zone. How do you do that? It's very simple. If you see a conversation on Twitter or maybe friend feed going on, join the conversation and just give your opinion, your insight, or maybe point to some blog or URL that might endorse or might refute, if you will, what the person's saying. Because not all conversation is positive. Sometimes it can get a little bit negative. You know, conversation rules in social media. And you got to understand, to gain attention with somebody, and that's why people join many times. That's one of the reasons why that people, the needs, if you will, in social media, pay attention to some folks that are trying to get your attention. One of the simplest ways people try to get your attention is they send out a tweet and say, hey, this is a great blog post, read it. Or maybe they might encourage or say, hey, I really appreciate the blog post you just sent out, thank you. Well, why don't you acknowledge them by saying, hey, thank you, I really appreciate that. To gain attention is critical, but 2 words about gaining attention: conversation rules. But so does acknowledging new folks to the social media party. So again, the first A in the psychological aspects, the psychology of social media, the first A was acknowledge. The second, folks, is attention. Pay attention to some folks that are trying to start branding their name out there and get a brand new message or just give their opinion or input or insight out there. And if they're really worthy of the attention, they bring value to the conversation, and they bring something unique and perhaps something different, pay special attention to them. Why? Because they might be the next social media influencer. You just never know. This is Dr. Jody Firebaugh from the Social Media Blogster and also socialmediatrainingnetwork.com. And if you've got a home business, go to passionfire.com, PASSIONFIRE.com. And the reason why is simple. Because if you're looking for social media marketing training, you found the right place. Why? I've been doing it for a long time. Guys, thank you. This is Doug and Jody Firebaugh. God bless you. And again, this is the 4 social media marketing, the 4 A's of social media. This is part 3.